Here's the chicken coop. We've been wanting chickens for a while, but the day is come finally. We have 2 chickens and this will be their home. This is the chicken number 1.
We've got chicken number 2 going in the coop. We gotta name them. We made sure to pick 2 that looked pretty different. This one's got lots of speckles on the head. You guys tell us in the comments what should we name them. What should we name this one? I kind of like the name Goldie. Goldie and Clementine. Just came to me.
Well, we've wanted chickens for years.
Forever. When we lived in California and we had that big old garden, we used to talk about it all the time, but we knew in our hearts we would end up in New Zealand someday, so we didn't want to get a little flock and then have to leave. So it's been years and years in the making.
And honestly, today's Sunday, and this was a surprise. This was not in the game plan for the day, but chickens have arrived.
It's a good day for it, though.
It's a great day. It's sunny and it's warm, and it's perfect time to get chickens. So here they are.
Goldie and Clementine.
Goldie and Clementine. Let's talk about today's sponsor, Aura. You do everything online. Aura helps protect your data from hackers, spammers, and scammers. Aura continuously monitors the dark web looking for your emails, passwords, or social security numbers and sends you alerts fast to your phone or email when they find anything. I take the protection of my data very seriously, and I already take precautions, which is why I was really surprised when Aura found my email had been compromised through a website that I use to run my business. Aura also gives you near real-time alerts of suspicious credit inquiries, like if someone were trying to open a loan or a credit card in your name. They automatically send requests on your behalf to data brokers to remove your information, helping to reduce the amount of spam and robocalls you receive. Their VPN allows you to stay anonymous online by keeping your browsing and personal information safe and encrypted. And their antivirus software will block malware and viruses before they infect your devices. Unfortunately, identity theft is so common that it happens on average every 14 seconds, and the average amount of money lost is over $1,000 per victim. That means that in the time that I've talked about Aura, there have already been 4 new victims, totaling over $4,000 in losses. Crazy, right? So protect your family and yourself from identity theft by visiting aura.com/vagabond. I've linked it in the description. If you sign up right now, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial with my link so you can see for yourself how many times Aura finds you or your family members' personal info on the dark web. And if you sign up, let me know in the comments below if your personal information has been compromised. You won't regret checking. All right, friends, well, today we're back here at the sleep out. the granny flat, and we are going to be installing the soffites. The soffite is the eaves. They're the boards, cement boards that go up underneath and fit right into the grooved fascia, and that is how we seal off access to the roof from the birds. And hopefully we can get that all installed and then get the gutters back up and installed as well, because the weather is going to turn pretty gross again next week. Today's Sunday, and the weather's looking pretty good today, tomorrow. So I want to get as much of this done as possible, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is what the soffite is, the soffite board, and it's pretty much like a fiber cement board. And what I've done is I've measured the width that I need it, so I'm gonna have to cut it. And the way that you do it, take one of these levels or any kind of straight metal guy, and you use a little blade, razor blade, and then you just run it along there. You do that a few times, you score it, and it should just snap off. And ideally you wouldn't be doing this, you know, on carpet, but we're gonna be redoing the floors in this room, and this is old carpet. It's got all sorts of stains and some water damage, so it's gonna go, so we don't care about it. It's all cut, you just lay it over the edge so you have some space, and you just give it a couple of smacks, and it should just come right off. All right, so the first place we wanna seal is this first section. One side is gonna get lined right in on the groove, and then we'll put nails on the cross beams and in along that inner edge. This is proving so hard to get up. Let's see if I can do it. Has anybody else just been on an absolute Metallica bender since watching the finale of Stranger Things season 4? Most metal ever! I was on it before, but once I saw Eddie playing Master of the Puppets, I was sealed. I was back in, deep dive. Always been a big metal, huge Sabbath fan and Metallica fan, and so it's been great to really dive back into their music. And also, when you're doing this type of work, when you're outside with a hammer doing frustrating things, like trying to install soffit board, it's good to have that type of music blaring to just help you rock through. But we're making progress. It's not going to be perfect, and it's definitely not going to be the prettiest, but I think once we have it all in and we've got everything sealed up with some no more gaps and all painted, it's going to look good. And it's going to do the job, more importantly. But wow, I mean, talk about like overhead thruster presses. Try holding a 2-meter long piece of soffit board in place and then hammering it into the roof beams. That, my friends, that's some farm fit. Anyways, we're making progress, and we'll just keep chugging along here. We're making way, we're making progress, folks. Almost done. Okay, good news. We have got all of the timber lining up except for one last little piece because the batteries for my saw died. So those are charging. I'll finish that up. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be filling the gaps with this stuff, this silicone gap filler. And that's gonna make sure that no bugs get in there, because things like cluster flies and mason bees really love to get up into that attic space and nest, and we don't want that anymore because this is not their house. It's ours, not theirs, and we will use whatever tools are at our disposal to make sure that no unwanted bugs are in our house, all right? Because we've lived with it for a year and we can't do it anymore. Well, we're filling the gaps and we'll be painting over the bricks. And then this place won't look like a tornado hit, cause it was in real bad nick. And I just polished this piece of shit. All right, good, let's go. 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 All right, good, let's friends, end of the day, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Let's take a look. Okay, so, you know, obviously all the bird poo is gonna go, but like you can see, we've run soffites all the way down. They're joined. The timber has filled in all the gaps. We have the cord for where the light will go in the future, and we've run it all the way down. And it's clean. It's gonna be clean. Once this is all painted, it's gonna look really, really nice. So the only thing left to do today is grab a trash bag and just clean up the workspace. And tomorrow we'll get up there, we'll paint it, and then we'll get to work on reinstalling the gutter system. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, even though this project was a big one and at times was quite challenging. But as is the case in life, it feels good to face the challenges and obstacles that are in our way and figure out a way to overcome them. So I'm wishing you all the best. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, let's change that. Click the subscribe button and drop a comment down in the comment section, because I really love hearing from you. Once again, a huge thanks to this week's sponsor, Aura, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.